How did different Jewish communities preserve unique Hebrew pronunciations? Imagine a language that traveled across continents, changing shape with each community it touched. Hebrew, the sacred language of the Jewish people, has a rich history of diverse pronunciations. How did this happen? Well, it all starts with history and geography shaping how Hebrew was spoken. Over centuries, Jewish communities lived in different parts of the world, each influenced by local languages and cultures. Despite these differences, Hebrew remained the language of prayer, Torah study, and religious rituals. That meant each community kept a special way of pronouncing Hebrew words, passing it down through generations. The earliest major differences in pronunciation came from three main traditions in the first 1,000 years of the Common Era. These are the Babylonian, Palestinian, and Tiberian traditions. The Tiberian tradition was developed by scholars called Masoretes in the city of Tiberias. They created a system of vowel markings called nikhud and added cantillation notes to help with reading aloud. This system aimed to keep the oral pronunciation accurate and became the basis for most Hebrew texts we study today. But even after fixing the pronunciation in writing, communities continued to speak Hebrew differently based on their local customs. As Jewish communities spread across Europe, the Middle East, and North Africa, their pronunciations evolved further. For example, Ashkenazi Jews from Central and Eastern Europe developed a way of speaking Hebrew influenced by German and Slavic languages. They pronounced the Hebrew letter Tav without a dagesh as an S sound instead of a T. Sephardi Jews, originally from Spain and Portugal, kept a pronunciation closer to the Tiberian tradition. Their vowels are clearer, and they emphasize guttural sounds like the letter chet. Mizrahi Jews from Middle Eastern and North African countries often preserved older sounds and incorporated local linguistic influences, making their pronunciation unique. These differences were kept alive through daily prayer, Torah reading, and religious education. Synagogue services and community gatherings were the main places where Hebrew was spoken aloud, ensuring each tradition stayed strong. When the modern state of Israel was established, the Sephardi pronunciation heavily influenced the new spoken form of Hebrew called Modern Hebrew. Today, many young people in diaspora communities learn both their traditional pronunciation and the Israeli standard. Understanding these variations helps us see how Hebrew has remained a living language, shaped by history and culture. It connects us to the past and shows how each community kept its unique voice alive while sharing the same sacred words. This diversity in pronunciation reflects the wide reach of Jewish life and the deep roots of Hebrew in different lands. It's a beautiful example of how language can adapt yet stay connected to its origins.